Okay, anyway, the thing is, when I'm going all this stuff, notice that we're investigating how closely our calculations correspond to the curves through which they're supposed to match through the generic consideration of a broad family of curves. Okay, that's how we have to set it up. Now, this is just a simple observation. I wish philosophers would take it more to heart. Okay, when you look at a reasoning rule like this, you're just doing the non-logical equivalent of what a logician calls a soundness question. Okay, in the sense of Tarski. Okay. And a rule is semantically justified as it proves to be sound or correct under such a correlational study. Okay. Anyway, so I'm just saying we're looking kind of at the supportive semantics of non-logical reasoning rules. And there's nothing any different in what we're doing than what logicians want to do, except I believe that these inferential techniques are more important shapers of scientific techniques than the logical structure. Okay. Now we can go over this rather quickly. Notice in the very nature of this sort of case that the picture you develop of how inferential pattern relates to the world is of what I call a mildly transcendental nature, right? You can't ever be totally sure that, well, the real world is doing things that, if you were to accurately track them, would require more steps than we could ever. There's always that gappiness. That's what I mean by mildly transcendental. Okay. So let's go back to the claim that the whole purpose of physics is to find a number. Okay. Well, our computational place in nature is you can't always get what you want. Okay. So you may want those numbers, but there may be no computational path that will take you fully. And there's a lot of considerations. The brute fact that many natural processes run their courses in manner that lie aslant to any computational route implementable by man or on his swiftest computers. Now they're kind of hokey, Gödel's proof kind of examples, you know, using the heat equation and so forth that'll give you those sorts of results. But beyond just trickery of that sort, it's just in the nature of the situation that if she's run by differential equations, we're at quite a computational distance from those processes. Now, here's my comment about naturalism, I guess pertinent to here. Insofar as I can see, these computation to world arrangements, that's all I'm describing, those are physical facts. Those are facts about our placement in the universe. And any reasonable naturalism should want to underwrite in a literal and straightforward manner. Now here's my defense of how set theory comes into applied mathematics and the study of reasoning. It's not particularly as a sort of, the positive sort of thought as part of the basic machinery of good concept building. I don't have that point of view. But set theory language is a natural vocabulary for capturing the mildly transcendental relationship that I've just talked about. In other words, in a good case, the Euler calculation in a limit, that's a set theoretic notion, okay, you also need sets and topology, diverges in a limit to the actual physical behavior. But it's infinitary because that's what I meant by mildly transcendental. Okay, I do not understand from this point of view why you think you want to rewrite physical fact about these correlational effects and get rid of sets as some, like Hartree did, or even worse, these guys that say, I've got an operator called, I want to use it, but I don't believe in it, operator, and they stick that in front of every mathematical statement. And they think they've done something good and in the spirit of naturalism. Naturalism has gone off the rails if you think you've got to think in those veins. We've got to have some sense that these are the facts about the world. And they're mildly transcendental facts, so express them in a language that's appropriate to that situation. I mean, things are so bad with guys like Hartree, I'd rather be a neo-Kantian. Okay, well, I have to go a little bit. That's bad. Can't even remember how much I got. Okay. Anyway,